Welcome, 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 friends, to another great episode of the Ambassador's Lounge. This is where all the shenanigans goes down. This is where I box stuff, ship stuff, create stuff, content, you name it. So, I'm your host, Daphne Newton. I'm your virtual bestie and your virtual nurse. Today, we will be talking about a question I get asked over and over and over again. Post-op lymphatic massage. Do we need it? Do we not need it? Why do some doctors recommend it? Some surgeons say you don't need it. So we're going to talk about that. So first things first, because we're in the lounge, yes, I do have something to drink. I need a different tumbler and I need a theme song. This down sounds too much like porn music. So I got to do better with that. And what's in here? Nothing but detox. I got to gut cleanse. So nothing but water, cayenne pepper, lemon, honey, and some stuff to detox me. So that's my weekend regimen every weekend. So let's get started. First of all, what is it? What is lymphatic massage? Well, it's nothing more than a massage to move fluid into the lymph system and kind of assist with the natural body's drainage, and it's going to come out through urine and feces. That's the short story about lymph and the massage. Okay, so let's get right down to it. All cosmetic surgeries are going to produce swelling. It's normal. It's part of the healing process. As a matter of fact, even if you don't have cosmetic surgery, swelling is part of the healing process. Now, liposuction, tummy tuck, it disrupts the body's natural pathways that the lymphatic system is going to take to drain. So a lot of times that's what's going to cause a lot of your buildup of fluids and your swelling. Now, I'll tell you this, some patients are going to experience some lumpiness after liposuction, perfectly normal. That should, in normal cases, go away on its own. It's really just caused by the tool they use when they go underneath the skin to move the fat. That's all it is. So typically that's gonna happen 1 to 3 weeks after surgery. But if that happens to you, lymphatic massage is perfect if you get that lumpiness. All right, so what do we actually do? Oh, by the way, my shirt says conceited. Ain't that cute? Somebody made it for me. That's real cute. But that's not really me. But that's neither here nor there. I just thought the shirt was really cute, and I just happened to notice it in the video. Anyway, focus, friends. So lymphatic massage, all it does is move the fluid gently back into the lymph passageways, and that's it. It's usually positive results that you're going to get from it. Now, before I continue, thousands of you are going to ask me, have I ever seen anybody who has not had it and had phenomenal results? Absolutely. Have I seen people who have had it and had phenomenal results? Absolutely. Each person's different, each body's different, and what's going to happen in the body, totally different. So you can get dramatic results without it and with it. So with that being said, I'll tell you where the surgeons disagree. Healthcare is a science and an art. Depending on when they learned, what the technique they use, they'll say, don't do it, do it. It's really up to you. So, but my advice would be follow your surgeon's post-op instructions. So for those who will recommend lymphatic massage, typically lymphatic massage, contrary to popular belief, is not done day one. Day one, you're sore, you just want to go to bed, everything's tight, and you just want to go to sleep. And you just want to kind of sleep whatever residual pain is away, or take a pain medication and still get some rest. But the day of surgery, probably not going to be the best move. So most of the time, they will result in, they'll tell you 4 to 5 days afterwards. Why 4 to 5 days afterwards, you ask? Well, my friend, that's about the time where you can tell if there's any swelling. Simple as that. Easy question, easy answer. Typically, we can figure out if there's any swelling 4 to 5 days after your surgery. Does everybody swell initially? Absolutely. Does it go away? Yes. But let me tell you something about swelling. Swelling is also the result of like too much salt in the diet and the body's retaining it. Not enough fluid in the body. In order to get fluid off, you got to put water in, and it's going to push it out, and it's going to help the metabolism start moving and boosting. But for all intents and purposes, 4 to 5 days. So once you do it 4 to 5 days, then the question is, how often? Well, let me tell you how often. 4 to 5 days after your surgery for better, faster results. An hour for each session. So you go 4 to 5 days after surgery and 1 hour 2 to 3 times a week for the first month. That's the best option that you have for those surgeons who recommend lymphatic massage. You don't need one every day. As a matter of fact, 2 to 3 times is more than enough an hour. Does it hurt? It shouldn't. It should be very relaxing. You shouldn't have all the tools and all this stuff that you use for massage because you just had surgery. So the best way to do it is to feel. And then with the hands, you can tell if there's going to be any swelling underneath the skin. You can feel that fluid. With the tools, not necessarily so. So you want to make sure that initially they're going to use a soft massaging motion, a cupping motion, whichever it is, but it's a manual lymphatic massage, not a tool lymphatic massage. So that's pretty much it. After the first month, you can do 30 minutes, 2 to 3 times a week for the remainder of your post-op or recovery time. You don't have to, again, do it every single day. So what are some of the benefits of lymphatic massage? Well, sidebar, yes, it does move some fluids. It does do all of that. Do we reopen incisions? Abso-smurfly not. Who does that? If the incision is closed, we leave it alone. The skin is your barrier of protection against infection, against all things that could possibly go wrong. Why would I reopen something that's been closed? And when they reopen it, that's not lymph fluid that comes out. That's plasma tissue fluid. It has zero to do with the lymphatic system. The lymphatic system is going to come out through your urine, your feces, bowel movement. That's how it's going to move out of your system. In a normal body, would you even have a lymphatic massage? No. And it still manages to get its way out. People who need it are people who absolutely have had some trauma. Trauma can be surgery too. Trauma, some surgeries, who have a problem with the lymph system. But all things being equal, nothing's wrong. You don't necessarily need it. All right? When you do the massages, they don't hurt. They shouldn't hurt. It should just be light massage, and it should be quite relaxing to you, if nothing else. And truly, at the end of the day, if people are getting lymphatic massages and don't need them, the benefit to them is it's quite relaxing. Nothing else. It's just like headed to the spa, I'm getting a massage, I'm getting a facial. That's what it's used for. Nothing more, nothing less. It's just really simple, light strokes across your body to help move some fluid along. If you end up, I don't know how, I don't know why, with someone who decides, hey, you know what, I'm going to reopen a closed incision, you have autonomy. Autonomy simply means you can't let people do what you don't want to with your body. You got to say no, because why? The body is healing, it's closed up. I don't want you to reopen something that's already been closed because it's going to put you at an unwanted disposition for infection. You want to heal better. The other thing is, for the physicians who don't do lymphatic massage, let me tell you why they don't. Because that's what the faja is for. The compression is what's going to give you shape. The foams are what's going to give you form. It supports the work that they've already done. So you don't want to put in all this effort, have the surgery, do everything you have to do just to turn around and open up a hole that shouldn't have been opened in the first place that's already healed. Second of all, you have Fajas, stage 1, stage 2. You have foams. They're going to support this investment that you've made because you want to still look good into your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. You still want to have this beautiful body after a lipo 360 or a mommy makeover. So you got to think of those kind of things when you decide if you want a lymphatic massage. Now let's say after 4 or 5 days you realize, I don't really have a lot of swelling. You don't need it. You don't need to get it. You only get it when you have some swelling. And some of you will have excessive swelling. But stop with the salt and vinegar chips. That's probably rule number 1. No extra salt. 2, eat healthy. I mean, if you have a BBL, you need like healthy fats to keep that, but 40% of the fat is going to die off anyway, just saying. But you still need to feed the fat. By feeding the fat, those are healthy things. Black cherries, cashews, avocado. When it comes to lymphatic system, salt is your biggest enemy. I mean, as women, we already know salt on your cycle, you blow up like a puffer fish. Who wants to sit around after having a mommy makeover, from a makeover? You don't want to, so you kind of want to stay away from anything that's going to salt, anything that's going to create a situation where you're retaining fluids, right? So let's suppose I didn't do any of that. I didn't eat the salt, didn't do anything, and I find myself swelling, and I need some massage. Perfect candidate. Go do it. And keep in mind, when you're getting your drains, your massages, if you are massaging, or if you're getting a massage and you have drains, you're going to see some of that fluid coming through the drains. Perfectly normal too. If you're drainless, urination, bowel movement, you have swelling, they should be massaging you towards the lymph nodes. So if it's underarm, we should be coming up this way. All right. If it's lipo 360, we should be massaging toward up. We can do it a couple of ways. We can go up towards the underarms, or we can go downwards towards the groin, where we have lymph nodes that collect there as well. But either way, you still want to get the fluid, and you want to move the fluid across. If it's in a high point of the back, where we call it, a humpback, if you happen to have fat that's depositing, or fluid, I shouldn't say fat, fluid that's depositing there, we can massage it. But same thing, it should be gentle massages going in the direction of the lymph nodes to help you drain out. You should also some teas will help. Arnica teas help to eliminate some of these excess fluids that you'll have built up in your system. So that's the long and short. It was just a quick video just to drop in and let you know whether or not you need to or don't need to. And hey, if you decide that you don't need it, but you like it, it's quite relaxing. And take that tip from a recovery nurse. Any more tips, any more questions that you have, please feel free to put a comment down underneath the video, and I'll make another video. And my next video will be just a tidbit. Why are women such itches when it comes to someone else getting cosmetic surgery? All right, that ends this live. Be sure to comment, like, share, join the Ambassadors Lounge, and for the rest of your day, have a good day on purpose. Bye-bye.